Hidden among the hills and the hollows of the Ozark Mountain Country, near the Arkansas line, close to Dogwood Canyon, in an area called Trace Hollow, is a wonderful little farm called Persimmon Hill. Persimmon Hill is a place you can go to relax, to pick blueberries, to have wonderful desserts, a marvelous place to visit, with nature abounding and a place to meet new friends. Join us while we visit this marvelous little farm. All right, I'm talking with Ernie Bonner here, who is the proprietor of this wonderful berry farm in a place called Trace Hollow off Highway 86, part of the Ozark Mountains. Ernie, how long have you been here doing this?
We started it in '82, so that's right at 40 years. Of course, we didn't have blueberries initially. It took us probably 3 years to get the plants going to where they were ready to produce, and we had a cover crop or two in there for the first batch of blueberries also.
What were you doing before blueberries?
You know, I worked with the Indian Health Service out in Seattle, Washington, and my wife and I worked for the U.S. Public Health Service up there for several years, and we wanted to get outside and do something different. And actually, to be honest with you, there were people that worked with us and that had retired and literally died within just a few months after they quit. And we thought, you know, we better be doing what we want to do right now, every minute. And that's kind of what came to the farm. The land came up, and we thought, you know, that'd be a good thing to do.
You started with shiitakes, though, didn't you? Shiitake mushrooms?
Well, the shiitakes actually, we started with blueberries. That was our first.
Okay.
And then a few years into it, there's a gentleman by the name of Irwin Null that came and visited the farm. He was with the University Extension, and he said, "Ernie, I've got two ideas." And so he brought the idea of the shiitakes to us, and we read about that. And he also had a very small grant that allowed you to have just a few dollars to buy spawn to start a project like that. And that's what we used it for, to buy the spawn. And then so we started that, and we've been doing that for, golly, probably over 30 years that we've been doing the shiitake mushrooms.
How expansive is your laying yard now?
You know, we try to do a neighborhood of about 1,200 logs a year, and the logs are, you know, you inoculate a log by drilling them and putting the spawn inside each one of the logs, and then you set it aside for about 6 months or so before that log is colonized with this fungus, and then it'll start producing mushrooms. And so it takes, we have about a 3-year cycle. We'll inoculate a log. It takes about 6 months for them to start producing mushrooms, and then it'll work for us for about 2 years, and then we grind it up for mulch.
So I see that you're heavily mulched here.
Yeah.
That is from old shiitake logs mostly?
Some of them
are
from
land clearing
shiitake logs, but you know, we go to several sawmills. There's one down in Arkansas that we go to, and several mills that we get sawdust from. That's probably one of the biggest jobs that we do is mulching and getting that done.
How many acres do you have under blueberry cultivation?
8 acres of blueberries. There's a little less than an acre of blackberries,
okay, and
a little less than an acre of elderberries. And let's see, we did something this year that's new. We put some pawpaws in. A friend of ours really loves pawpaws, and he works that, and so we're putting a few of those in up here, and it'll be probably 4 or 5 years before they.
Let me show my ignorance. What is a pawpaw?
Why, that's the tropical fruit of the Ozarks. It's kind of banana-esque. It's a big old fat kind of banana type thing, but it's got a number of seeds in it, but it kind of feels like a tropical fruit almost, kind of mushy like that.
The tropical fruit of the Ozarks. Didn't know we had one. Now I notice that you have solar panels. Is that working for you?
It is. We did that a little over a year ago.
Are you off grid?
We wouldn't be off grid. We really appreciate the relationship we have with Carroll Electric, and what happens is it just runs our meter backwards when we're producing more power than we're using, which we would in the daytime, and then at night we would use, of course, some of that power that we had put into the system, return it back. So it works out about even now.
Then you're not under a battery controlled system?
No.
Oh,
no,
okay.
no. And when the power goes off, we go off also because we have the electronics so that we don't backfeed the system. So
Yeah, that's a good thing.
That'd be real dangerous, yeah.
Now, I noticed you're making use of pool noodles.
Yeah.
Is this a new concept?
We've been doing that for a few years. We were trying to figure out how to direct people into the right places to pick, and so we put the pool noodles up on the pickable rows now.
On the pickable rows has the pool noodle. Now, do you have any beehives?
It's funny. We had about 10 beehives when we started, and they did real well, and we loved the honey here. And what happened was when we started serving desserts and ice cream outside, the bees said, well, they cut out the middleman, the flowers, and they just came and got the sugar and sweetness from the desserts. So it got a little dangerous for people to.
I can understand that.
So we now I have a real good friend from, over in he's an itinerant beekeeper, and he brings us about 24 hives in just during our pollination season.
So that gives you good pollination. Now,
It does.
I have heard of something that comes out of your kitchen called blueberry cumulonimbus or something.
Okay, cumulobulbus, yeah.
Cumulobulbus. Would you describe that to me?
Sure. We thought it'd be fun to have a dessert out of our thunder muffin. So we have a big Texas cup thunder muffin that we do. It's looks like kind of like a cumulonimbus cloud. And then we cut it in half, and we put ice cream on the inside of it, and then whipped cream on top of that, and then we sail fresh blueberries into the whipped cream, so you have some fresh blueberries in there, and then we drizzle the top of it with blueberry syrup, and they have become very popular. But of course, you got to say the name Cumulobulbus before you get one.
Cumulobulbus.
That's it. That's it.
Ernie, you've done a fantastic job. Thank you for this few minutes.
This video is another of the interesting areas and peoples of the Ozark Mountains of southern Missouri. We now have 5 videos of people and places in the Ozarks, past and present. Please check out our other videos. Now, back to the business at hand. After our conversation with Ernie, we enjoyed a tour of the dining room and kitchen. The menu board offered an enticing choice of fresh products from the kitchen. Also, a tempting selection of the preserved items were available, most based on various berries grown on property and sauces, including their famous shiitake mushroom sauce. The dining room offers a drink bar with soda pop, coffee, tea, and blueberry freezes. While enjoying the drink and baked goods selection, take advantage of the resplendent view of the 8-acre blueberry patch through the floor-to-ceiling windows. Ernie's lovely wife and business partner, Martha, took us on a tour of the kitchen. Baking was in progress.
Oh yeah, just read it.
Can you read it to me?
Now, are you weighing these balls out or guessing?
We're weighing them. What is it?
20.
Is that good?
Maybe a little bit more.
Okay.
Oh yeah, good. Yeah, that works.
So what are these guys going to be?
Scones.
Little loaves of bread?
This is for cinnamon rolls.
Okay.
Yeah.
They just flows out. You've got to take them down to. And what are you making right there?
These are scones.
Oh, you're making more.
I'm making more of these guys, yeah.
And these are scones that are done, right?
And these are cinnamon rolls that are cooling. So how many?
48 muffins.
48 muffins in there? You knew the answer.
Yep.
Done this, haven't you?
Yep.
It's 48 muffins. We had to share a freshly baked cinnamon roll after all the temptations. Just had to. Really. We would appreciate a subscription using the button in the lower right corner. It's the only way that we can produce more of these. If you enjoy our video of Persimmon Hill, give Ernie and Martha a visit if you happen to be in the area, or check them out online at persimmonhill.com for more information about their farm and their online store where you can buy their mouth-watering products directly from farm to table. At the end of this video, we have included a bonus of some outtakes from our visit. You may find them interesting and humorous. Thanks for watching.
Hey, Liz.
Are you leaving soon?
No, I'll let you know.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
Here with Ernie Bonner, owner of Persimmon Hill Berry Farm. And Ernie is getting a phone call.
Martha.
Ernie, Brad is here.
Now here is a person leaving Persimmon Hill with her 2 bags of blueberries, looking mighty happy, posing even. Just a random customer. Where are you from, ma'am?
Ozark, Missouri.
Ozark, right in the Ozark Mountains. Well, thank you.